Hi, I'm Jill Dyche, and we're here at the Pacific Northwest BI Summit in beautiful Grants Pass, Oregon. And I'm here this afternoon with Mark Theissen. Mark is the CEO of Xero. Welcome to the BI Summit, Mark.
Hey,
it's your first time.
Thank you
so we're glad to have you here. And today I'm going to be talking to Mark about his new company, Xero. And Mark, maybe we can start off by talking a little bit about the background of Xero and how you guys started out.
Yeah, well, as you know, Xero has a lot of people from the old Datalegro days. And you know, after a couple years at Microsoft, it was time for us to think about what did we want to be after Microsoft. And so what we started to do was look at the trends in the overall industries. And we still looked at cloud computing, we looked at analytics, we looked at data warehousing, and we said, you know, these things are going to converge around this topic called big data.
Yep.
And sure enough, that's what we see now happening in the marketplace. And as we looked at that, we said, well, look, there's going to be some challenges as this convergence occurs, right? And some of those challenges are things like, well, the world of data going forward is distributed, right? So there are a lot of different best of breed solutions that are out there that people will use. It's no longer viable to put all of your data in one place, right? You're going to have to go across multiple sources. Teradata for a data warehouse, SQL Server for a data mart. Yep. You might have Splunk for machine data. I got Hadoop for social data. All of these are their own analytic data sources, and people are going to want to go after that. And so if you take that into mind, you say, well, what's the challenge then? The challenge is performance at scale. How do I scale performance across all of these different sources of data? So, you know, as we looked at it, we said, well, what people are really going to need is an easy way to access all this data, so they don't have to be a rocket scientist to do it, and they're going to need to be able to access the data that's on, you know, on any platform. Yep. Of any type and in any environment. And you know, what we set out to do is to build the products to support that type of a need.
Yeah. Well, and big data is all the rage right now, as both of us know. But is there a typical type of company that comes to Xero for help?
You know, it's not like one particular niche or industry. I mean, we get a lot of traction today in things like media and entertainment, in healthcare and in retail. But you know, to boil that up, it's really your larger corporations. Yep. That have been working with big data and Hadoop and things like that for a while, and they really understand the pains of their environment and what they're trying to work through, and they see us as a real viable solution for helping them to get through their issues. Yeah,
and talk a little bit about how Xero does that.
So what we provide then is we have this product called the Xero Data Hub, and the Data Hub is a single point of entry to be able to access all of the data that's in your data ecosystem. So what I mean by that is you can speak a SQL-based language to us, and we can do the processing, then orchestrate the processing over that overall data ecosystem. So that single point of entry, very attractive for people because they don't have to worry about all the different technical things like Oracle syntax versus a MapReduce versus all those types of fun things. And you know, the thing is, with the Data Hub and the orchestration, we're really focused on taking the processing to the data. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we believe the way you achieve performance at scale when it comes to big data is to take the processing to the data.
So you're not persisting the data then?
So no, we're not persisting the data. I mean, we do have some distributed cache that we keep for people that are hitting data all the time, but no, we're not actually persisting it. We orchestrate execution. We're not actually another database or, you know, a persistence layer.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Give us an example of a project where Xero is helping a customer do what it does.
Yeah, so we're working with, you know, like I said, in healthcare, we're working on a number of different projects right now. So some of those are like PBM adherence, or what's called pharmacy benefits management adherence. So the idea, you know, why aren't people fulfilling their subscriptions and refilling those subscriptions? Are they splitting pills because of the economy, or are they not taking their medications, or whatever that would be? We're getting into some real interesting stuff in terms of genetics and gene sequencing. Yep. And solutions around that, where we're able to combine public information along with clinical information, along with the genomics information. In retail, we're working with people to do, you know, sometimes it's simple things, being able to do, bring together customer survey data that's in Hadoop with customer data that's in their data warehouse. And just being able to do those types of things. So We do a lot of different types of solutions, and it's pretty varied, you know, depending on the customer's needs.
Yeah, and so you mentioned Hadoop. You guys obviously use Hadoop as one of your data sources, and do you need to convert the data and put into Hive, or can you go natively against HDFS, or how does that work?
So that's a good question. So when it comes to Hadoop, we support multiple flavors of Hadoop. And then when it comes to Hive, we do support Hive and can do HQL, but we're not limited by that. And so that tends to be quite attractive for people. So we can generate MapReduce directly against HDFS. And so that allows us to work well with all of the BI tools that are out there. So the idea that we can provide the SQL type equivalency in the world of MapReduce. So we're much broader than just Hive.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And so where do you guys see yourselves going? What's next in the coming year?
Well, this year, last month, we just launched the company and our products, and we did that at the Structure event, and had some great traction from that. And we have a lot of really good customer traction right now. We're working on closing our first deals, so we'll be landing our first deals this year. We're also doing some really good development work with a number of partners, platform type partners, where we'll be OEM'd or resold as part of their solutions. As a matter of fact, just a quick leak, I guess, you know, we just signed our first OEM agreement last week.
Nice.
So
you heard it here first at the BI Summit. This is Mark Theissen. He's CEO of Xero. Your website?
Oh, www.xero.com.
And this is Dyche1 signing off from the BI Summit in beautiful Grants Pass, Oregon. Thanks.